Okay, all of a sudden I blinked and I'm nearly 30. I've written an amazing list full of things I want to do before 30, and then hopefully by telling people online that I'm going to do them and by writing them down, they will actually get done, because we are about a month into me being 29 at the moment, and so far I've ticked off nada of them. But I'm going to share the list with you so that you can perhaps think about that list. Maybe if you're 25, create a 25 things before you're 26. Again, you could do this at any age. But I think it's great in many ways because it gives you some sort of accountability for the year ahead. As a teacher, as whatever profession you're in, life gets busy, really busy, and you forget to do many things for yourself. I'm hoping that I get all of these ones done on the list, but if I don't get them all done on the list, I mean, there's not even a full list of 29 yet. This is 30 things I want to get done before 30. So to start off with, so I want to try and set up automatic investments. Since being here in the UAE, my finances have done really well, you know, tax-free wage, accommodation allowance, all things like that, but I've not really done anything with the money, so overall the money has kind of depreciated. Great. So what I should have done a long time ago and would like to do now is to set up automatic investments into something like Interactive Broker, and that way maybe, you know, actually let my money grow. You can never predict what the economy is going to do, but generally index funds over time, from the book Expat Millionaire, I found out do generally rise at a rate of around 7 to 8%. So, I mean, fingers are crossed. So there's that one. Number 2, travel to 5 new countries. In theory, this is doable. I am obviously saving for a wedding. However, yeah, travel to 5 new countries should be one of those things that, fingers crossed, doable. I've got a really good Easter break coming up, some time obviously in the half term. I'm privileged to be a teacher, so that time is potentially available. Number 3, this is going to be a hard one, volunteer outside of teaching / content. Now, obviously I volunteer a lot of my time. Yeah, I do get a small amount of income that comes from YouTube. As a teacher, you don't get paid overtime, but you do overtime. The school day is a certain amount of time, but you just have to. It's just the way teaching is, unfortunately. So I'm technically volunteering my time there. However, I would actually like to, for my own personal gain, to do some time in another field. I know that there's, you know, some volunteering, whether it's dog shelters, things like that, to try and do something, even if it's once or twice, to feel like I'm giving back in some way. I don't just want it to be a token gesture either. I'd actually like it to provide some value. Within this list, there are some sensible ones and there's also some fun ones. So number 4 is to learn how to ice skate backwards. I think that is a real life skill that everyone should know how to learn to ice skate backwards. You never know when you're going to need to. Like I said, fun ones. Number 5 is a joke. I just don't even know where I'm going with this. Run a marathon. I can't even run 10K. But yeah, I'm going to run a marathon, apparently. Number 6, fly business. I've lived in the UAE for a long time, and I'd quite like to fly business. I feel like that's kind of a bit of an extravagant purchase, but yeah, fly business would be pretty cool. Perhaps it's something to do with, you know, bringing stuff to and from the UAE, you know, you get that extra baggage allowance. Number 7, hike in the UAE. I can't believe that I tell people to do this, but I've actually not done it myself. I obviously create books and things like that. Might as well plug them. Books and guides and things like that to do with moving to and teaching in Dubai, and part of that I tell people, yeah, go hiking, see the rest of the Emirates, and I've seen a few of the other Emirates, but I've not done any hiking, and apparently it's amazing, so we'd like to do that. Number 8, I've gone on lots of travel, different journeys, bits and pieces like that. Create a travel scrapbook. I'm not very arty, I'm not very artistic, but that would be pretty cool. Number 9, go to a self-defense class. I used to do taekwondo, kickboxing, a bit of karate as a child, and I don't do that now. I'm not planning on fighting anyone anytime soon. However, it would be nice to do some self-defense classes because I think it's good for discipline. Number 10, play for a basketball team. I've not shared anything on YouTube for a while, but those of you who follow me on Instagram will know that I tore my calf, which is not fun, and therefore not being able to play basketball properly. But I was having trials for a team, and I'd quite like to be able to play for a basketball team. 11, read 5 books. I was going to do one of those like, ooh, read 30 books. I know that's not really going to be achievable. So I'm going to go for 5 books. because I've got lots of other things on this list. Number 12, create a course. I'd like to create a course, even if it's just something where it's a sit-down CPD. Let me know if you would find that quite useful. Creating a course, it might be about artificial intelligence, teaching in Dubai. It could be one of those different fields. I feel like that would be quite useful. Number 13, this is on the agenda, so this might be one of the first ones to get done. Lead international CPD. That would be really amazing to lead CPD where people from different countries come in. I have done this before, but I would quite like to do this again. Number 14, finish a 1,000 piece puzzle. Did this during COVID. I find it really therapeutic after school to go and complete that. It would be nice to just crack on with one of those again. 15, reach 100K on a platform. It's quite obnoxious, but I feel like I actually need a target, because hopefully by having that target of a numerical goal, I'd actually be a bit more consistent with uploads, because I've failed on YouTube to do this. Number 16, go 48 hours without a phone. Here we are with a phone in my hand. I feel like my life is attached to this. Things like registers, I need to do authentications using my phone, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to make that one work. Number 17, treat myself to an extravagant something. I don't know whether that's going to be the business class flight, something else, something to do with YouTube. I'm not too sure, but it would be nice to do that. Number 18, outsource part of a project. Learn to delegate. I suck at delegating. I've been thinking about doing delegating in the past, whether it's editing, bits and pieces like that, because my time is too short as a teacher, and I've just not done it. So that's a bit of a fear that I want to kind of conquer, is to learn to delegate something. If you are really good at editing and you think you can help out with the channel and stuff, send me an email. Just feel to do that. Feel free, it's in the descriptions. Write a new ebook. I'm happy to announce that I'm halfway through, maybe 3/4 of a way through, a new ebook that's going to be shared. It kind of ties into the back end of the Teaching in Dubai. It's kind of a bit of a prequel to it, giving more information about other countries around the world. Number 20, again, goes to a fun one. Go to my first music concert. I'm nearly 30, I've never been to a music concert, so I'd quite like to do that. Number 21, hold my first birthday brunch. Because my birthday is in July, brunches in Dubai have never been completed because I'm always back at home. So it would be quite nice to hold an early birthday party for my 30th, which is coming up. That'd be cool. From there, we've got being able to do 8 muscle ups. I feel like I was able to do maybe 6 or 7 once before in my life. 8, push the boat out. Number 23, deadlift 200 kilograms. Again, I was able to do this once upon a time. I did 205 once upon a time. I feel like I'm a little bit more bulky now, so maybe that will be a little bit easier. Or maybe that bulk is just simply fat that needs to get burned. We don't know. Number 26 is to quit that bad habit, that being the emphasis. I get anxious and pick skin. It's not very good, especially if we have calluses and stuff like that from the gym. That's a bad one that I'm trying to get rid of. Number 27 is to go 3 months without drinking alcohol. Yeah, you get the idea. It's not drinking water. Don't be silly. Number 28 is to build a Lego set. Another fun one. I've never built it. No, that's a lie. I've obviously built a Lego set at some point in my childhood, but as an adult, you see all these fancy sets, and I think that'll be quite therapeutic, similar to doing Lego. 29, learn how to make a latte. I've really got into coffee since teaching in Dubai. Maybe that's something to do with how intense it is out here as a teacher. But there we go. I would like to create a proper latte, with the barista and the foam, and that'd be quite nice to go to maybe a course or a cafe to learn that. 30, make a video addressing what I learned in my 20s. That is the list. Hopefully I'll be able to sit on a video and be like, oh yeah, I learned this, and I was able to do these things as part of my list, and this helped me learn this. I already know a few things that I'm going to put on that list because of the bad habits that I've talked about and other bits and pieces like that. Really waffly video, but I quite like making these videos, and hopefully this inspires you to write your own list. Find some time in your day, if you're not scrolling on YouTube, TikTok, whatever you're doing, write a little list for yourself. Do it for yourself. Be accountable for some sort of personal development, and when you do that, write a comment, tell me what you've done in your list, and subscribe to know when this video that I'm on about actually comes out. I hope you found this video useful. I've basically just spoken about myself for I don't even know, 10 minutes, but I'll see you in a future video. Until then, subscribe and I'm out.